Today I am hosting a magnificent event on my Animal Crossing island. I will be putting a massive platform in the middle of my island surrounded by water. I will put all of my villagers on this platform, and the last villager standing on said platform will win a complete home remakeover. I made a beautiful track that led to this platform and a beautiful platform in the middle of the lake. It was really, really nice. Let's meet our 6 contestants today for this competition. I found all the villagers that were awake on my island that day, and I just put them all into this platform. I started with Pom Pom. Pom Pom's a very furious little duck. She has quite a temper. She's either really up or really down. I then have Cherry, she looked like she was about to punch me in the face, and sounded like it too. She called me a little punk. She said, "Try me one more time. That was a big mistake you just did. I expected that was a big mistake. I'm gonna beat you up for that," basically is what she told me. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Cherry, calm down a little bit." And then I saw Cherry and Pom Pom just furious together. They do not want to be in this competition. I can't tell why they're so angry. I mean, they're competing for a huge remodel. This is a big honor to be in this competition. So, no, I'm kidding. Obviously, they're angry, but they're just kind of like putting around this little platform together. They look like they're about to beat each other up, actually. I then brought Lolly in, and Lolly took all of the evil energy from Pom Pom, and then now it's Lolly and Cherry putting around this little island, looking like they're about to brawl in the back of an alley. This is 2 Karens fighting over who gets the better loaf of bread at Kroger. Like, this is pretty dang intense. Next, we have Apple, who she was actually talking about leaving the island. She had that little question mark above her head, thought bubble, and it went away right away when I told her about free house remodel, and she joined the island with the other 3 girls. This is very representative of my island because my island is mostly female, so I thought, we need at least 1 male in this competition. So I got Tex. I also got Mary, and Mary, of course, is one of the big stars of my island. She definitely deserves, a big remodel. So here are 6 contestants. We're keeping it small today just to give more attention to each and every animal. Just for a quick recap, we have Cherry, Tex, Mary, Lolly, Apple, and Pom Pom, all competing for a huge remodel of their home. For everyone watching who is a big fan of the channel, you know that Lolly is actually leaving the island, and this was the final video I recorded with Lolly. So this is a pretty big emotional send-off for me and Lolly tonight. I know, it's kind of lame. I'm getting sad over an Animal Crossing villager leaving, but I am going to be really sad that she's gone. I'm really upset. I made a promise and she must go, but maybe down the road we will come across Lolly again. Then we have Pom Pom, who is just like screaming at me from the other side of this platform. She's like, "Funky, over here." I don't know why she calls me funky. I don't know, do my armpits smell bad? Am I smelling fried red onions? So I opened the gates and she ran right to me. It was the cutest thing of all time. And she asked me, my catchphrase, "rah rah," is getting a little stale. She wanted to switch it up. And to be honest with you, I love her catchphrase, "rah rah," because it reminds me of rah rah gaga, Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. So it was really hard for me to think of a new catchphrase for her that would be better. So I went with my second favorite pop star, Ariana Grande, and I thought she would perfectly fit the yeah, like all the Ariana Grande songs, she goes yeah. So I thought we make Pom Pom Grande, and now she says yeah at the end of every one of her sentences, which I think could get annoying after a while. So I got rid of another layer of ground, and now they are completely surrounded by water. And the idea of this competition is I surround them with water, put them in the platform, and then when the competition starts, I will build a little bit of a land bridge connecting this platform to the main land, and then the Animal Crossing villagers can walk off that land bridge whenever they want. Problem is, when I build this land bridge, Cherry was right in front of it and would not let me move. She would not let me build my construction field station, so I had to wait until Cherry moved. The competition starts when I build a land bridge, and then whenever the villagers walk through the land bridge, they lose the competition. It's the last villager on the platform will win. So I built the land bridge, I finally completed the land bridge, and I sat by the land bridge, and I watched the villagers stand on the platform for what could be hours. Actually, the last one did take about 40 minutes. This one could break an hour. So I built the land bridge. It's a very pretty land bridge. I even put railroads on it. That's how fancy this dang land bridge is. I'm so dedicated to my land bridge. And now if a villager walks off the platform, they lose the competition. It's a endurance competition. It tests his stamina. Who can stand on a platform the longest without getting bored and leaving? And we know Pom Pom is a very high energy person. She can't sit in one place for more than 5 seconds, and she leaves the competition immediately, being the first competitor to be eliminated, which leaves us with Lolly, Tex, Mary, Cherry, and Apple. And we are actually experiencing some lag on the Animal Crossing. It's not Animal Crossing, just my computer. Then my computer had this massive lag spike, and you can see that Mary was about to leave, but my computer completely just froze up and the frames just stopped, and Mary actually got eliminated from the competition. She walked off as well. And Mary, as you know, is a big friend of Pom Pom, and she probably was like, Pom Pom's leaving, I'm leaving too, I want to go where Pom Pom's going. So she followed Pom Pom, and now that leaves us with 4 people left, and we have a conversation between Tex and Cherry, and this is a very unlikely duo. So let's see what they're talking about. This is one of those conversations that are just so weird. You have to hear them from the animals themselves. So take a listen, and then we'll debrief. It's a crazy conversation. So basically, Cherry is calling Tex her dad. It's so weird. It's so strange. Cherry says, please be my dad, basically, and then she gets a little uncomfortable, and then she continues it. It's really odd. I don't know. Cherry must have some childhood issues that she has to work out. She explained that in that conversation as well. Very odd conversation. Honestly, made me feel a little bit uncomfortable hearing Tex call Cherry her daughter and Cherry calling Tex her dad. It just not make sense. And then Lolly sits down right next to me. She is very, very, very comfortable on that sand. I would imagine that sand looks pretty comfortable, wouldn't you agree? And then I realized that this is the end of the road for Lolly. Lolly is actually leaving the competition and will be eliminated, becoming the 3rd eliminated contestant on this competition. It's actually Lolly's last moment on an Animal Crossing video. So I think we should just take a moment of silence for Lolly as she is officially off of my channel. Okay, which leaves us with a final 3 of Cherry, Tex, and Apple. One of these villagers will win a complete, beautiful house remodel from me, Nikachu, and it's a really special event. Cherry is, doing some crazy moves right now. She's wiggling her fishing rod at super high speeds, and Apple's also, fishing. Tex is just sitting enjoying the atmosphere and watching the clouds. During these competitions, everyone seems to have their own strategy. Some animals like to fish, some animals like to sit down, some animals like to work out. There's tons of different strategies that a villager can do in order to win this competition. And sadly, we have a conversation again between Cherry and Tex. And I say sadly because the last one was so awkward and weird. I can only imagine how awkward and weird this one's gonna be. So let's take a listen. Let's hear what they have to say, because I'm a little nervous. I would be lying to say I feel comfortable with these two. They spend no time. They go right into it. Tex says, hey mom, what's for dinner? I don't know what in the world is going on between these two. Cherry just said, what? You called me mom? Sorry, I'm just getting a little too into character for this audition. I don't know what's going on with this. I just have no clue. Like, this relationship between Tex and Cherry has gone out of hand, and it's making me uncomfortable. It's making Apple uncomfortable. You can see her in the background. She is giving it absolutely no attention. And then, Cherry just screams, I'm your mother. It's just going out of hand. It's really weird. To be honest with you, I kind of want both of these villagers to just walk off the platform right now, and we can just crown Apple and get rid of this. But this is our final 3. This is Animal Crossing, folks. This is what we signed up for when we bought the game. I mean, this is a social experiment with animals, and this is the experiment out. You know, this is what animals act like in the real world, I guess. Okay, calling each other mom and dad. It's an odd mix of villagers, but yeah, you can't say they're not entertaining. Tex just seems like he's completely just given up on the world. He just keeps getting up, standing for a second, then sitting down again, and now you can see him take a little bit of a drink from his can once in a while. It's just really odd. I mean, Tex is just sitting there. He changes his position once in a while and just sits down again and then drinks from a juice box. It's just, I don't know what kind of life he's living. I feel a little bad for Tex. I mean, he's calling Cherry his mother now. Cherry's calling him his father, her father. It's just an odd group. And then Cherry's over it. You know, Cherry is just done. She walks off, and she actually asked me for a favor. She says, "Here's a gift I have for Bam. Can you please hand it off to him?" And I say, "Sure thing." And of course, I can't keep my mouth shut for more than 5 seconds, and I can't just have a gift in my hand and not look at it, right? So of course, we have to look and see what this gift to Bam is. So I open it, and it's this beautiful tracksuit, and I put it on, and it looks great on me. And I put it on right in front of Cherry. She's probably so angry. She's like, "Why did he open the gift I meant for Bam? My gift is ruined." Don't worry, I did give it to Bam eventually, and he did love the tracksuit, but he gave me the credit for the present and not Cherry. He's like, "Thank you so much for the present." I'm like, "Oh, you're welcome." Cherry definitely didn't have any hand in this. You know, after all the weird things that Cherry did today, I think she can do without. Yeah, I think she deserves some silence. I think Cherry needs to stay out of the public eye for a few days, so maybe it's for the best. Okay, so now we have a final two of Tex and Apple, and I want you to pay very close attention to what time it is. The current time in Animal Crossing is 4:38 p.m. and this competition has already been going on for a good 10-15 minutes. Let's see how long this competition lasts, because these two seem to not be budging. Tex is just standing, walking, is doing his exercise of the day, is like walking in place with a can of Coke in his hand, and now they're having a conversation, and after the conversations between Tex and Cherry, part of me does not want to hear what's going on between Apple and Tex. I don't want to see any more crazy predicaments, but they had a pretty normal conversation just about Apple feeling insecure about not being a superstar yet, you know, the typical things, and time just kind of flies. They just kind of sit, and this is in 4 times speed now, everyone. This is in 4 times speed, because I really wanted you guys to see just, you know, how long this took. I mean, they really are milking it. They're kind of just walking in circles, and I don't really know what to do. They seem to have no motivation for getting off this platform. For all intents and purposes, this is their new home. It's now 4:45. Another 15 minutes has passed. It's getting a little ridiculous. Like, you know, Apple's fishing a ton. She seems to really be, you know, really enjoying her day out. And then Apple changes to a workout routine, and wow, just full-on yoga routine. She's acting like no one's watching. You know, she's just going for it. She's going full force into the yoga. And you know what? You go, girl. You go, girl. She's rocking it. And then finally, okay, now it's 5:04 p.m. 5:04 p.m. This competition has been going on for about 40 minutes now. It's a little ridiculous. And Tex whips out his lollipop, you know, his sucker, and he just walks off stage. And he says, "Looking for a rap session with old Tex?" No, I'm not. I'm I'm honestly done with you for the day, Tex. After all your weird conversations, I'm done with you. And I'm honestly relieved that Apple won this competition. I'm really relieved. Look at her just sit down in her workout routine. She's just so comfortable on this platform. She wanted to win a competition so bad. Apple is the most competitive villager on my island by far. And she's just bathing in the sun. You know, she's still doing her full-on yoga routine. She's not batting an eye, still acting like not a single soul's watching her, and I gotta appreciate it. It's now 2:50 a.m. in the morning. 10 hours has passed in this competition, almost 11, and it's finally time for Apple to go home. She said, "I'm over it. It's getting cold." I think Animal Crossing Islands get like super cold at night. Lolly is still awake for some reason. Oh my gosh, it's 3 p.m. and she's going for a night walk. Did you see the outfit she's wearing? She's wearing a tracksuit. Everyone's just going for night walks. It was actually really fun seeing Apple walk back to her house at almost 3 a.m. in a cold September Tuesday night. Tuesday night, everyone. She's up at 3 a.m. So is Lolly. And seeing her walk into her house was kind of a lot of fun. I enjoyed, like, walking her home, you know, like, making sure she's safe, there's no scorpions out there. And the second she entered her house, "I am totally asleep right now," she says. And, the whole entire conversation's over with. She said, I'm going to bed. So it's now time for me to construct her new house, and I wanted to make the exterior of her house very very loud, proud, exciting, and fun, and pink and purple and lights. I wanted to make it an Apple home. You know, I wanted to make it seem like something that Apple would love. So here's just a quick demonstration. I'm just gonna do 4 times speed, and you can see my construction of Apple's new home. She's the winner of the competition after all. She's the last villager standing, and she stood there for 10 hours. That was very impressive. She deserves a really good redecoration. So here you go. See me decorate her new house with really fun music that YouTube gave me. So enjoy it. So yeah, as you can see, I put beautiful lights up, you know, the stage lights. I have this beautiful stone border across the entire house to kind of give her some privacy when she's doing her yoga, even though I don't think she cares. Lots of cameras, lots of actions and lights, you know, very superstar-like. And I you know, beautiful lights on the ground that really shine in the nighttime. And I just think it's very, very loud, fun, and cute. And now we have to see what Apple thinks about it. And she was just furious. I think she just had a bad day walking around the island today. Maybe she found dog poop on the ground tonight or something, and no one picked it up, so she had to. I don't know. I feel like there's lots of like feces in Animal Crossing. You know, not everyone has a toilet in their house, so they have to do it somewhere, which is disgusting but true. I mean, you have to call it how it is. That's what it is. They're animals. They have to go to the bathroom. Anyways, I talked to Apple for a second, and she finally seemed to enjoy her time. She just started running around with a big smile on her face in her new house. So I'm happy she likes her new house. I put a lot of effort into it, really into the patterns and the colors and everything. It was a lot of fun. So there you go. Apple is officially the winner of this competition, and she has a new decorated house. Again, Lolly is officially gone from the island, and I'm gonna miss her. So everyone, comment down below what your favorite part of this video was. Please tell me why Cherry and Tex deserve to leave the island after their really weird conversations. And I'll see you guys next time. If you want to watch really fun Animal Crossing challenges just like this, you can click the link right in front of you. There's a little page that you can click, and you can keep watching. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.